everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". On 1st and 10, Decker throwing the slant pattern here, complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 52 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, Decker. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On the give, this is Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Here we go now! Green!
Back to throw. Decker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
off as they run left side. And some room to work.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Looking to throw. James. And his throw is incomplete. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
James now operating from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. The give running right, Dixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
To throw on 3rd down. Decker finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. First down, they go with Dixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue Lightning.
Back to throw. Decker. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now James to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 65 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 64 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. James. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Austin Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Right back to Dixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Decker. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. 3-19.
On first down, Decker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a handoff for Dixon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw on 2nd down, Decker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's James off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Yoder. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. James to throw on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Decker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first down. Decker. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Off play action. Decker drops it underneath to Dixon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Decker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Decker, quick hitter here, it's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Decker. Dixon complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Decker, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Looking to throw. Decker, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance out.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
On third down, it's Reynolds. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but you know, some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well. They're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. To throw is James. Looking to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. James now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now James. Operating from the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, James. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Let's go! Blue line!
Here's James. Going to throw on third and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to throw. Decker. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll be knocked down sideways. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. Both the Falcons and the Giants have very low rushing totals. It has not been an effective part of either team's game plan, and you wonder if either side will give a more concerted effort to run it in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Third down from the 38. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And a quick 3-play drive ends with the score as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Down first and 10. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And he ends up at midfield before he's stopped on the play. And with that, we'll head back to Atlanta where Brandon and Charles are on the call.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Giants.
they're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. James to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. James. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
Now it's Dixon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They stay on the ground with Dixon and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And on the ground they go with a running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And this is incomplete. protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
He stiff arms him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the toss play, this is Dixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and it kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Off the play fake. Decker. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Decker. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw again. Decker. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down. Decker. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. Decker throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. In the red zone this time.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. To throw is James. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. James. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
James now, off play action, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42, 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Wow. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Decker. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Decker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
They'll run it here with Dixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 6. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 5, maybe you think about the field goal there. But on 4th and 1, this is a way to tell your offense, hey, I believe in you. You can do this. And sure enough, they're going to pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, Decker. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Decker. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Decker, a dump off for Dixon. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Dixon on the pitch. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw on second down. Decker, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, Decker. He finds Douglas complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Looking to throw. Decker. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Decker. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Decker. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
From the gun, Decker. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up and make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Now, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
The Giants on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Decker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Decker, he's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here we go. Green.
Operating from the gun. Decker. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.